Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's webinar. I'm Rachel Kelly with Floriology Institute, and today I will be going over part 2 of our 5-part series in which we'll be talking about how to optimize your Facebook business page. So our last session we were just talking about how to create a regular Facebook page, turn it into a business page, and adding features like logo, cover photo, and stuff like that. But social media should be definitely a main ingredient of any marketing strategy. So while some marketing techniques may get a bit expensive, keep in mind that this is free and may bring you big profits. So first off, you definitely want to choose the right name. It's very important. It should recognize as your business name. You need a brandable name that represents your business and shows its personality. So this is the real intent behind any Facebook business page. You see that I chose Rachel's Flowers. In my logo, I have the location Jacksonville, Florida. In my cover photo, I have my name of my business. I have the phone number and my address and even my website, so that it makes it very easy for the customer to look and find all my information. It's right here in the page rather than scrolling down and trying to go and find all that stuff. I have made it very, very easy for them. So second off is customizing your vanity URL. So this little guy right here underneath Rachel's Flowers is where you would input your vanity name. Others call it username handle, but it's basically a vanity URL. So what that means is this basically appears right at the top of your page. You can't see it on this screen, but right at the top in the URL section, it should say facebook.com/Rachel's Flowers and a whole bunch of weird numbers. So that just is a dynamic URL in which Facebook automatically generated when you signed up. You can easily personalize your address and unify it with your business name. So right here I'd want to write Rachel's Flowers so it would be consistent with the brand name of the Facebook page. If you match your Facebook vanity URL with the page's title, you're going to strengthen your brand recognition. Personalization is hugely impactful for your findability of your pages, both of your Facebook search and your search engine. So this is very, very important to fill in that information here. Next off would be filling in your profile information. So you'll be able to find that in 2 different areas. So on the left-hand side, there's an About Me section, and up at the top, if you click Settings, you'll have other areas where you can fill in that information. For me, I think it's a lot easier when I just choose Page and I go under this About Me section to make sure it's all readily available. So first off, we're gonna add the phone number to the face for my business. So bear with me for a second. 904-737-8500. Actually, we want to make sure that that was incorrect. So you want to double check all of your information that you're inputting. So next, I already filled this category in earlier when I created the Facebook page, but I chose local service. The name is here, and you can edit if you needed to make any changes. Here's another area where you can input that vanity URL that I was talking to you about before. But keep in mind that you could only input that information if you have about 20 people liking and following your page. Here is the business information. So this isn't mandatory to fill out, but you can definitely specify how much the price range is of your business. Under the additional contact information, you'll have your website here. I believe I inputted that earlier. But yeah, if you needed to make any changes, you could just edit. And I see I didn't add an extra W. So www.rachelsflowers.com. So it's very, very important to double check all of your information because it's very easy to make mistakes. And then in here in the About Me section, I already wrote this down. But basically, I'll just put that back. It's something super short and concise, so please stop by our local florist shop in Jacksonville, Florida to work with our expert florists at Rachel's Flowers. The character limit is 255 characters is the limit. But basically use this area for a brief summary of your page. Edit Impresium. I don't usually add this information, but I do recommend that people choose or like they talk about, or they add an about me section, or like an our story section. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this. I'm going to just choose a photo, any photo right now for demonstration purposes. But since it's fall, you'd maybe want to add a fall arrangement, or you can input your shop your shop storefront. Sorry. Um, and then we're going to title it Our Story, About Me, anything that you want. And we can just talk about we have served the Jacksonville area for over 15 years. And you can add a couple more sentences that would be more specific to your brand. But for right now, I'm just going to add a little snippet just for demonstration purposes. So the About Us section is very, very important. This right here and Our Story right here, just to make it visual, to give a little bit more background of your shop. How long have you been in the industry? How many businesses have you owned? How many shops? Stuff like that. Next is right up here. So you see the add a button. That's basically a call to action button for your Facebook page. So I definitely recommend people to fill out this section. Now you'll see you have many options to choose from: book with you, contact you, learn about your business, shop with you, stuff like that. I definitely recommend choosing Shop Now button, where you can input your actual website, or you could choose like Contact Us Now. So that means if they're on our mobile device, they click that button, that blue button that appeared at the top, and it would just call your shop right away. But for here, we're just going to do the website, and it says website link would be the next option to choose. www, 3 W's, rachelsflowers.com. Alright, so once that's inputted, we want to make sure there's no spelling errors. We're going to finalize that, and so that'll make it'll be very easy to access your website and all that information right at the top page. So Facebook has the option of testing the button or editing the button, so you can choose to change what shows and appears here at the top at your call to action button by just choosing edit button. So next off, you want to just make sure all the information is correct. We got our address, our phone number, what service we are, what category we're under, our about me. If you wanted to include your email, you can include it here, rachelsflowers.com. Now keep in mind, this is a hypothetical brand. It's not real. This website isn't real, so this is not owned by me by any means, but it's just here for demonstration purposes. And also, if you have any questions, just let us know in the comments below. We're happy to answer anything. We're happy to help, so just give us a comment, like, follow, stuff like that. And a pro tip is basically to remember to add the link to your website or landing page within the short description. So I didn't show you on this one, but I'm going to go back. I'm just going to include that right here just to have it one more time so that people are able to find you no problem. You want to make it as easy as possible for people to find you. And that's under the limit of 255 characters, so that worked. That's perfect. All right, so the current Facebook design shows your business category, location, phone number, business hours straight away. Therefore, make sure you fill in your street address, city, state, zip, local phone number. Adding the address part helps with indexing your brand for local search results and increases page following. So Google basically pays more attention to pages that give specific contact information. All right, so we already talked about our call to action button. People can easily interact with your business page with this Shop Now button. I would test the button, but it's not a real website, but you get the idea. All right, and then so new features that you should implement. So Facebook is constantly introducing new useful tools that are able to make your business or making sure that you're able to run your business easier. So to keep your page well optimized, make sure that you keep an eye on any new features that emerge and implement them when available. So Facebook does make it a lot easier. They have little blue pop-ups that tell you what to do and how to do it throughout your Facebook journey. So thank you so much for tuning in for today's webinar. Make sure you check in with the next upcoming weeks for our following webinars. All right, see you then.